this is definitely something different. I haven't really done anything like this before, but you know what? I feel like I'm qualified. I'm a fat boy, and I used to be much fatter. So, like, I feel like my opinion on fat kid food should be respected. Now, granted, I definitely haven't went to some of these places. And some of them I have very little experience with. So, we'll see. Obviously, I'm ranking tier lists of food, so I got to be fancy. Mmm, nice glass of wine. Brebe, how you doing? All right, starting with A&W. All right, so like I used to see these all the time, and I swear I haven't seen an A&W in forever. And the only real memory I have of these was I remember getting like a root beer float, I think, at one of them. So I don't necessarily want to put this in never had it. But I also feel bad putting it in one of these. Because I could go mid. I could go mid. Because like the only experience I had with it was pretty lit because it was literally like a root beer float. We'll go mid for right now. Mid for right now. If either of you guys, Christian, I see you now there too. Christian and Braden, either of you guys have an opinion on A&W, you let me know because I have not had enough A&W to give a good ranking of that. But basing it off of root beer and a root beer float, not too bad, not too bad. Arby's, now I got to tell you what, I have had decent things from Arby's before. I have, but um, it is kind of ass. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what any of you guys say. It's kind of ass. There's like a couple things I would even debate eating from there. It all looks like subpar. Um, Arby's gives me the same kind of vibe as like some kind of microwavable roast beef sandwich you would get out of like your refrigerator. That was probably like $1 from a convenience store. That's the vibe Arby's gives me whenever I think about Arby's. Now, is that fair? Probably not. But Arby's, kind of ass. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. Baja Fresh. We don't have Baja Freshes around here. I've probably had Baja Fresh like once before, but boy, howdy, do I not remember it at all. Blimpy. Fuck Arby's. Hey, see, there you go. There you go. So should I move it down to absolute dog water because it's currently kind of ass right now. NW is like a slightly better DQ if you're going to DQ for anything but ice cream or chicken strips. You know what? I will say DQ chicken strips, bro, did slap something fierce. I won't lie. Now, I did not add these in here, by the way. Best thing there is the water. We'll put it in dog water. I respect it. I respect it. Now, is it Yeah, I didn't make this list, so some things that I may put on here aren't here, and there's definitely some weird shit I have never heard of. All right, like this, Blimpy. This sounds like some Make-A-Wish version of Blippy. And just because of that correlation, I wish it the worst. But it's going in. Never had it. Absolutely. Bojangle. I have had Bojangles before, but I don't have a good memory of it. I believe I enjoyed it. I do. I believe so. We I don't necessarily want to put it down here because I know I've had it, but I don't remember it that well. Boston Market. I don't give a damn about Boston Market. We ain't got that around here. I grew up in a cornfield. Send that to you other folks. Burger King. This one is always controversial. All right, because anybody who says they really like Burger King, I swear they just like Whopper or something. Because I don't like anything from Burger King. I have heard they have a pretty gas breakfast, but I'm not gonna lie to you. At no point in my life have I ever woke up in the morning and thought, "Hey, yo, dude, you know what would slap for breakfast? Fucking Burger King." Um, so I'm gonna go kind of ass. I'm gonna go kind of ass. Um, actually, you know what? No, absolute dog water. I don't care, and it's on principle too. It's on principle because why are you going to Burger King? You know, there's so many other options that are obviously better. I'm convinced you're only going to Burger King because it was either the closest thing there or you grew up eating Whoppers like some kind of monster and that was the only thing you ate. Now, I will say it's not that bad, but that flame broiled shit is so overrated, dude. I'm telling you. Raisin Canes. I've had some very good experiences with Raisin Canes, and I've had some experiences with Raisin Canes. Um, as a rule of thumb, anything chicken, I won't lie, kind of fucking slaps for me. Like, boy, this is hard. I am so indecisive. It's either mid or this should be bussin'. I need to have a little bit better. I need to add a tier. Honestly, that's what I probably should do. Can I add me a tier? I don't know how to do this. All right, okay. Raisin Canes will be in this shit's bussin'. I've had some good experiences with Raisin Canes. It's all right. Carl's Jr. We don't call it Carl's Jr. That's some like West Coast shit. This is Hardee's. Now, this is going to be a very specific thing that none of you are going to understand, probably, if you're watching this and you weren't from where I grew up. But for whatever reason, Hardee's, which is Carl's Jr., always like fed or like bus driver and shit like that for school sports for free. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal was or what kind of like weird promotion they had. Honestly, I don't know, Braden. I saw that too, and I was like, when the fuck have you seen a Quiznos? But Hardee's, I don't know if it was ever actually that good or if I just got, you know, used to eating Hardee's all the time. Because we would, every single time we had a sporting event for school, they would take us to Carl's Jr. or Hardee's because the coaches and like the bus driver got like deals on food, and I'm just like, all right, cool guys, thanks for letting us have an opinion. Um, I'm gonna go mid just because I'm positive if I went back to a Hardee's right now, it would be an okay experience as far as like fast food burgers and stuff go. I feel like I have a mild attachment to it, and I'm probably ranking it higher than it should be because every sporting event we did go. A Checkers. All right. I know I've been to a Checkers. I'm I'm pretty positive I've been to a Checkers. But I don't remember it at all. So you're going to never had it. Don't care. Chick-fil-A. All right, here's the problem. Chick-fil-A for me would normally be premium grade gas for real because I'm a slut for chicken sandwiches. Like if it's a spicy chicken sandwich, your boy's gonna be gobbling that shit down like a professional eater. I'm not even kidding. You put it in front of me, it's gonna make like some kind of disappearing act happen. Now, I also kind of want to put it here because they aren't open on Sundays and they don't like the gays, which is a guy. I mean, that's kind of problematic. And on principle, I should put it down here. And for solidarity reasons, it's totally going here. But as for actual food, it's going here. Chicken fucking slaps, dude. I won't even lie. I won't even lie. And you know what? It may not even be their chicken. It might just be their like sauces and shit that go on the chicken. And I think that very well might be true. Chipotle, for a lot of people, Chipotle is probably either incredible, like it's their favorite thing, or they think it's trash. Now, I didn't grow up eating a lot of Chipotle, I've had it a few times, and you know what? It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Um, I just can't imagine any reason why I'd ever really go there over just going to some Mexican restaurant. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want Mexican food fast, when have you ever went to a Mexican restaurant and you sat there for like ages? Unless it was so damn packed, it's ridiculous. Like half the time, your food's out in like 10 damn minutes. So I'm gonna say that's kind of mid. Go, go go to a nicer actual Mexican restaurant. Find some local Mexican business or like a taco truck, and I guarantee that shit slaps so much harder. Church's chicken. Um, we run back into the problem again where it's fried chicken, and inherently I can't imagine fried chicken ever being below like mid. I have had Church's chicken. I don't remember it that well. I'm gonna put it in mid. If it's fantastic, you let me know. I know I've had it. Um, don't have a great memory of it. However, I do know for sure that I've eaten it more recently than Bojangles, which I don't even, I barely remember. I just remember it because I definitely remember walking into a place called Bojangles. Cookout, no idea what the hell that is. That's just the way it be. Culver's? Oh, okay. Culver's itself is all right. Like they have like burgers, and I think they do like, what is it? They do some kind of like yogurt or custard or some shit. Like it's not actually ice cream, but it's like similar. Um, I almost want to put this up to bussin' just because I have a very funny story with Culver's. I don't even know if I should tell that story, honestly. Excuse me while I drink my fancy red wine here because I'm a classy bitch. Um, So, okay, real quick, I'll give you a quick version of this the Culver's story. So basically, me and one of my best friends went into a Culver's with some other people before we went to a concert. We were kids at the time. We were like middle school, maybe, I think. And there was a plunger in there. It was a porcelain plunger. I Why they thought that was a good idea, I don't know. But the actual stick of it was made of porcelain, and my buddy thought it would be funny while I was using the urinal to try to poke me with said plunger. And this is a plunger from a fast food place. Like it's some random ass plunger that an employee should have definitely not left in there. This thing's vile. I think I'm gonna catch every disease known to man if that thing even touches me. I freak the hell out. I'm just like, hell no. I start flailing, trying to smack that thing away from me. You know, finish peeing. He's still messing with me. I managed to grab the handle of it, and I go to hit him with this thing, and may or may not, he tried to run out the door, and I tried to hit him with it because I was super pissed and grossed out, and I may have threw it at him. All right, now remember the part when I said it was a porcelain handled plunger. So he opens up the door to go out of the bathroom, and I chuck it at him, and he ducks. It hit the door, and it's made of porcelain, so it fucking exploded. Um, he then books it out of there giggling, and I just haul ass out of there because I am in like middle school and I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. It shattered. There's people everywhere, and they was busy. It was busy as hell, and like they just hear like a fight ensuing in the bathroom, a dude running out, giggling, covering his face, and then me, furious, but also embarrassed, chasing him out to go like fight him in the parking lot because we're like kids and we're just like being rambunctious. But I'm just imagining the perspective of everybody else there. It's got to be just like, what in the hell is going on? Because they just hear fighting, people running out, and like the shattering of what they would then find out to be a plunger. And I've never been to a Culver's since. So um, I'm scared to ever step foot in a Culver's again. I've had a traumatic Culver's experience. Um, and because of that, we'll put it in kind of ass. Because all I think about when I think of Culver's is trauma and plungers. So we're not doing that. Del Taco. Del Taco is the worst version of Taco Bell. And Taco Bell is damn near, if you're over the age of like very low, like 21, 22, basically, if you're still going out to bars all the time or you're some like high school stoner, maybe this is for you. Not really my thing. We go kind of ass. We go kind of ass. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all big fans. Denny's. Denny's. I have had some of the best experiences at Denny's for breakfast. Normally, like on some kind of vacation or like after like a trip or something like that. And I've had some of the worst experiences I've ever had at a Denny's. For a restaurant. I am not kidding. The last Denny's I went to was with my father on a road trip, and there was genuinely like foil that somebody had been like cooking in the bathroom, and there was just like piss all over. So you walk in there, everything's sticky. Our table's super sticky. Everybody working there looked like they just got done out of like a 6-day bender. And then we go into the bathroom, and somebody was smoking crack in the bathroom. So like, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me really want to put it in absolute dog water, but also the shit has been busting before. But I can't imagine putting Denny's, out of the respect for myself, anything higher than like mid. And I feel like that's fair because it's never consistent. I've either had some top tier or some of the worst I've ever seen. So it's got to go mid. It's got to go mid. It's just got to. It's got to. Domino's. Who's picking Domino's when you're calling in pizza? You know? They're not horrible per se, but it's not good. I feel like most are like either mid or kind of ass for like pizza because like pizza has its place and people like pizza from, like if you're ordering a pizza from a place like Domino's, it's either like probably a kid's birthday party or you're calling pizza to like a hotel room or a party. So like I can't imagine that anybody is going, "Oh hell yeah, let's get Domino's. It's my favorite." I've also had like wings and stuff from Domino's along with it, and it just comes in like a soggy ass cardboard box, and the wings are like, you might as well microwave a Tyson chicken wing. The more and more I talk about this, it's kind of ass. We're going kind of ass. Dairy Queen. I've only ever really had ice cream from Dairy Queen except for chicken strips, and chicken strips do be slapping. But Dairy Queen for nostalgia and ice cream and stuff, I'll put it. Actually, well, it's definitely lower than like say A&W, but the chicky strips did slam. El Pollo Loco, never been there. Don't know. Firehouse subs. I know I've had Firehouse subs before. And if I recall, most sub sandwich places I've had are all like decent, but none of them are insane. Like, I could honestly probably yeet Firehouse subs, Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's. Like, I could literally chuck all those up, and they're. Jimmy John's is not my favorite out of sub places. I can tell you that. It's not bad by any means. It's way better than a Subway. Like, is there a Subway on here? Oh yeah, there it is. Subway's kind of ass. I won't lie. Subway is kind of ass. It's just facts. I wish I could give you a better comparison of these two, because uh, if my girlfriend was here right now, I'd make her rank these, because she loves like sub sandwich places. Never been my thing really. Five Guys. All right, so here's my thing. I fucking love Five Guys, but it's definitely the most expensive fast food place, and that almost makes me want to turn it down to this shit be bussin'. Because compared to other fast food places, it's good. It's good. I also wouldn't, but okay. To be fair, this one and IHOP, I wouldn't consider either of those fast food places. There's no drive-through at a Five Guys, and if you do got one, it's better than the Five Guys I've been to. IHOP do be bussin', dude. It do. It do. I've had some shitty IHOP experiences, but I've definitely had more IHOP experiences that were like decent than I have Denny's. Because Denny's has either been great or shit. In and Out, I think In and Out genuinely one of the most overrated places ever. It's good. It's good, but it's good. It's just good. Mm. Dude, I don't want to do that because it's definitely it's. I think I think I'm just hating on it because people like would always hype it up, hype it up, hype it up, and then I finally tried it, and I was like, dude, this is a fucking fast food burger. It's all right. It's all right, and their fries are shit. Their burger is definitely pretty good. Their fries are ass. Jack in the Box. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I've had some decent times at Jack in the Box. Maybe it was just the ones that I went to, but like I've had some all right Jack in the Box experiences. I probably haven't been there since. Okay, the last time I went to a Jack in the Box, that was the result. It was bussin'. I haven't been to a Jack in the Box in probably a fucking decade, but you know, definitely haven't been to a Jollibee. Hmm. I take that back. I believe I have been to a Jollibee, but not enough to rank it. KFC is the classic. I uh but if this was back in my like younger fat kid days, like I'm still fat and I was always a fat kid, but I'm talking about like middle school. I would have been like, "Oh, dude, KFC is lit." That's because it was the only chicken place my family ever really took me. Realistically, it's probably like in there. Yeah, some like that. These aren't well ranked. I'll go back and forth if I keep looking at them. I get indecisive as shit. Little Caesars, I genuinely thought they didn't exist anymore. Little Caesars is shit, but it's so cheap that it almost makes it mid, but it's just gonna have to be kind of ass. If you're looking for cheap pizza, there was never a place cheaper than Little Caesars. But at the same time, it's Little Caesars. So, ah. Long John Silver's, you know, I, Long John Silver's, the only real memory I have of it is always being attached to a KFC. And you know what? Nowadays, if I probably went to a Long John Silver's, I might like it more. But I haven't eaten Long John Silver's, and this is no cap since I was probably like 12. So I can't tell you whether or not it is worth a shit anymore, and it makes me almost want to put it down in this never had it, but I do know people like Long John Silver's. I just could kind of care less. I could put it at the top of here. I don't know. I just don't want to go to a seafood place for or a fast food place for seafood most of the time. That doesn't sound like a good time. McDonald's. All right. Everybody has some kind of thing that they love from McDonald's. For certain items, I will throw it and this shit be busted. However, the fact that the last time I stepped foot in a McDonald's and I looked at the price of a McDouble or a McChicken, the amount of pure rage that I had, it's like worse than looking up and seeing like the gas prices jumped up $1. It's like if you haven't been to McDonald's in like years and you go back in there and you expect shit to be like $1 and you look up there and it's like $3, I'm like, whoa, whoa. Since when did inflation have to start hitting McChickens, dude? It's a shitty chicken patty. Come on. McDonald's isn't even cheap anymore. It's depressing. However, McDonald's does, if they're fresh, McDonald's has some of the best fries. I mean, Five Guys fries are better, but this shit costs like triple the price. So I don't know if that's fair. Moe's Southwest Grill, never had that. Never had that in my life. Noodles and Company. Noodles and Company, I definitely. I'm trying to remember the last time I ate it. I think it was on a road trip, maybe. I might actually went there with Jen. It's all right. Rarely have I ever been like, I want to go to Noodles and Company for noodles. I'll say it's mid, better than most of these. I don't know. I'll throw it in here. Listen, the thing is it's decent, but like, okay, if I wanted noodles, if I wanted like say like ramen, I'd go to like a Japanese place or a ramen place. If I wanted like lo mein, I'd go to like a Chinese place. If I, it's just like if you wanted good noodles of some kind of place, you'd go to the other places. I wouldn't go to Noodles and Company to get the best noodles. I know it's in their name, but it's also just kind of like a one-stop shop, and that's not that great. Panda Express, me and Panda Express got beef. Me and Panda Express got beef. A lot of people love Panda Express, and don't get me wrong, Panda Express is not bad, but it's the fact of everything that I've ever had from Panda Express tastes exactly like I could have went to like Walmart, went to the frozen section. People enjoy Panda, also enjoy wearing white socks. Bro, thank you. Someone's speaking facts out here, bro. I still have friends like who love Panda Express. And when we were like younger, like we were like say like 16 or so, we would go, out and like hang out and do stupid shit. And they'd be like, hey, you guys want to go to Panda? And I was like, there's like 2 Japanese restaurants, like 3 Chinese places that like are legit restaurants, and you want to go to Panda Express for them to reheat your frozen food for you is what it tastes like. Bro, I want to put it in mid because no matter what, it is kind of mid. But out of the fact that it pisses me off that people love it so much because it is like so low quality in comparison to like and Chinese food typically is like some of the cheapest food you can buy, I swear. Like if you go to any like local Chinese place or some shit, it's probably like $10. You can get some gas food. They'll have it out in 5 minutes. There's only 2 people working there. Like I'm gonna go on a rant if I do it. Panera Bread. I got beef with Panera Bread just because my family always wanted to go there for like supper, like and I mean like the females in my family specifically, and like my girlfriend will be like, oh yeah, what do you want for dinner? Oh, let's go to Panera. Panera seems like lunch to me. Maybe it's because I'm just attaching that to like a bistro style environment, but it feels like if you're going to get soup and like bread, that sounds like some lunch shit to me. It's not a dinner. It's not dinner. That's a weird hill to stand on, I know. And if we're being honest, a bread bowl does kind of fucking slap. I just like to throw a fit about it. I will throw it up. I will throw it up here. However, if you get anything besides that, the other stuff I've had there, like I've had there, like I think they had like some kind of teriyaki chicken. It's ass, straight ass. But as far as like a bread bowl goes for soup, man, it is kind of fat to need a bread bowl. But, huh? Papa John's, the old Papa himself, um, he got in trouble for saying slurs. The Papa got issues, brother bear. Papa got issues. Also, kind of like Domino's, Papa John's kind of shit. We'll throw it down here just because, like, I don't know. When's the last time any of you guys ate Papa John's, bro? Like, for real, for real. PDQ? Never heard of that in my life. Penn Station East Coast subs. I've heard this shit slaps supremely, but never been there. Pizza Hut, boy, do I have a lot of nostalgia with the Pizza Hut, though. And there's certain Pizza Hut things that are like gas, and the fact that they had some like, you know, like those, like they used to do like wings and shit like that were like for boneless. It was like all right for like a pizza place serving like a boneless wing. For nostalgia, I almost wanted to put it in this shit be bussin' because when you were a kid, you know, you go to a baseball game, then you guys all go out to like eat at fucking, you know, a Pizza Hut. You know, it's got that like salad bar in the middle, and you're sitting there like munching shit. And yeah, I guess it depends on the pizza. It depends on the pizza. Sometimes it can be bussin', and sometimes it can be kind of ass. And I don't mean like the flavor or toppings of pizza. I mean like the crust. Like, I don't remember what their like crusts are called. Like if it's like original, thin, thick, whatever the hell it is, pan. I don't know, but I know some of them. All right, some of it shit. It's going mid, top mid. Popeyes. Listen, Popeyes is fucking gas. And if you like Popeyes chicken sandwich, slap something fierce, and that's the whole reason why. No. I'll leave it there. Popeye's chicken is gas, and it's definitely better than Raising Cane's for me, for sure. From the chicken sandwich alone, Portillo's. I mean, if you want to buy a whole chocolate cake, probably all right. Portillo's is kind of mid for me. I've only been there a couple times, but I don't remember it being anything fantastic. That could be also I just didn't get the right items. You know, who knows? The hell is Potbelly? If any of y'all that like cruise through or anything got any opinions on these, let me know, or can tell me what the hell it is, because I don't know what Potbelly is. Qdoba? If I recall, is like a fast food Mexican-y type place, and I once again, these places could be all right because I know I've eaten Qdoba, and I have a vivid memory of eating it and then like going to the mall, and nothing was pleasant about that experience or how I felt after. That could just be the one that I went to, but Cordoba's kind of ass. It's not horrific. Like the absolute dog water ones currently is just kind of a vendetta. I won't lie. It's Subway and Taco Bell's love child. See, that makes sense. Quiznos? Bro, I remember loving Quiznos the first two times I ate it, but I haven't even seen a Quiznos in forever. So if any of you can tell me if you've even seen a Quiznos recently, because I would choose any of you know what? See, the if you're now just like joining recently, the reason these things are here is because I don't typically eat them, and I kind of lump them all together. If I would put them in this order, if I recall, I do believe Firehouse Subs is better. I have eaten Jersey Mike's, and I did prefer it over Jimmy John's when I ate there. Could have been the sandwich, could have been the restaurant itself. Don't know. Quiznos, I almost want to put it here, but at the same time, I've definitely had it, but I genuinely haven't seen one in forever. So I don't know. I don't know. Never heard of Roy Rogers. Sabaro is. I think I've actually eaten there before, but isn't Sabaro just another like Mexican place? Never seen that in my life. Schlotsky's Bakery Cafe. Never heard of it. Shake Shack is delicious. I won't lie to you. Shake Shack is like up here. I won't lie. Definitely better than In and Out. I don't give a shit what any of you ever try to tell me. In and Out is overhyped. Their burger's good, but their fries are terrible. I believe Shake Shack is better. At least from what I've had. I've only had each literally once, but the experience that I had, Shake Shack was much better. Never heard of Sheets. Skyline isn't Skyline like specifically a fucking where God, I can't remember where it's at. That's regional. Never been there. Bruh, I talk a lot of shit on Sonic before, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I've had some bussin' ass shit from Sonic. And in fact, I had Sonic not that long ago, and I remember getting like some tater tots and a pretty banging sandwich and a lit drink. Now, I almost want to knock them down points because people ain't rolling up to my car on roller skates. Now, the only reason I want that is because if they fell, it'd be funny, but it's not important. Sonic, I've had some good experience. Steak and Shake, once again, Steak and Shake is not fast food per se. I don't know. Steak and Shake does kind of have a place in my heart because it's the only place I remember really going to like regularly that reminded me of that like I don't know like malt shoppy vibe. I remember enjoying a burger. I'm pretty sure their fries were ass. However, I would base this more off of like ice cream and stuff, and I do think Steak and Shake is like all right. I don't think it's incredible. I am kind of debating ripping IHOP down here. It keeps looking at me, and I'm debating moving it. I am. But I also have a ton of really, really dope memories going to IHOP on like family vacations at like 2 in the morning and stuff. Swenson's never heard of that. That don't exist. That's fake. Taco Bell sober in the middle of the day, kind of ass, maybe mid. Taco Bell at 2 a.m., premium fucking gas for real, for real. I see my thing. I still do love Taco Bell. If you get like one or two things here and there on like rare occasion. If I had a tier in between mid and this shit be bussin', Taco Bell would definitely be in there. I would say that. Damn, dude, I can't put McDonald's up there. And okay, Taco Bell's not a sober restaurant. It's just not. You don't really go there sober. And even when I do, the shit that I order is kind of gas, but it all does taste the same. And it definitely isn't meat. But man, that Diablo sauce, if they have the shit's gas. This isn't real. Yeah, I'm just saying that because don't know what that is either. Waffle House is absolute dog water. I know people like Waffle House, but Waffle House is like walking into Walmart at 3 a.m. Holy shit. Everything's kind of gross in there, and I always feel like it's 2 seconds from a fist fight breaking out. Genuinely. So we're gonna have to put that down here. I have never had a good experience in a Waffle House. I know some people have, not me. Waba don't know what the hell that is. When okay. starting to think uh, Wendy's. I actually do really like Wendy's. I won't lie, I do. Me and Wendy's get along, bro. I do like Wendy's. They got good chili for like a fast food place. Frosty, bro. I'll put it here. The shit do be bussin'. Wendy knows her shit. I'm about to piss off some Southerners. Whataburger's kind of shit. Like it's it's okay if you hadn't eaten at most other fast food burger places. I'm just saying. Just saying. If you just had it on its own, you'd be like, "Oh, hey, it ain't too bad." You set it side by side to most other fast food places. It's just kind of like, you know, it's kind of ass. I'm gonna put it in mid, and I'll put it like relatively up here in mid, somewhere in there. These aren't ranked properly, but this is just a loose guess here. And I'm gonna rearrange some stuff at the end because I'm not. I'm putting this at like top tier. I need to make some small adjustments. Oh, I can't do that. I just can't do it. I was gonna put it up. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm pulling the elite move. I've had more bad times at Denny's than I have. Okay. However, I will say it's like up here. I could say it's kind of ass. Denny's pisses me off. White Castle is dog water. It is. I don't care. It's ass. Wiener Schnitzel, weird ass gimmicky thing. I remember it being all right. All right. I don't know what that is. Can't tell you. Wingstop, I've had some good experiences with. I've also had some like okay. So here's my thing: if I go to Wingstop and get shit, not bad. If you order this, bro, I don't know if it's just me, but boy howdy, have I had some shitters. Like bad experiences with the Wingstop. But recently, I've had some pretty good experiences with Wingstop, and it was pretty delicious. Just had to order the right things and tell them to cook it the right way. Zaxby's, I've never had Zaxby's. Now, I need to relook over this thing real quick. Hmm. You know what? These aren't ranked properly in order here, like left to right there, but going up here, it's not that far off. Just the Popeyes chicken sandwich, premium guess for real, for real. The rest of Popeyes, bussin'. We're gonna rank that off the chicken sandwich because that's what I've had. Makes a list look a little bit nicer too. Shake Shack is not as good as either of these two. If you're just basing it off the chicken sandwich here, Five Guys is definitely better though. In and Out Burger, K best. Oh, but the burger at In and Out is I don't no, you know what? No, I'm gonna do it. There's more things at Wendy's that I would eat than In and Out. In and Out's burger is good, but I'd only want the burger. The fries and everything else is shit. I do think I don't have a good enough impression of Raising Cane's to put it over any of those. And honestly, I'm still debating dropping IHOP down. The only reason IHOP is so far up is just because of such good nostalgia with IHOP. And I don't have any of the terrible experiences. Like, I will say Waffle House almost goes higher on my list. Uh, just because of like you might experience some crazy shit if you step foot into a Waffle House. It might go down for real, for real. We're gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it here for right now. I, I could definitely swap around a lot of stuff, and there's definitely a lot of stuff that wasn't on this list. And some of these are definitely just my most recent experiences, or I haven't been there in a while. So like these are not potentially up to, if you let me try all of these side by side, like one after the other, I guarantee this list would probably change.